I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I've not randomized Aria. I totally, like, it didn't even cross my mind. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. What's wrong with me, man? I'm not randomizing Aria anymore. As penance, I'm now going to tell you to play Tsukihime 6 times. Play Tsukihime, play Tsukihime, play Tsukihime, play Tsukihime, play Tsukihime, play Tsukihime. Alright. Hello. Oh, right, I need, right, because I'm doing this, I need my old little font program. I can tell it's been a hot minute since I did this, because it's still on a different preset. One sec. I should at least have a Castlevania thing set up here. There we go. There we go, connected. Oh no, there's no... No, there's no filter on it. Why is there no chroma key, please? Oh, right, because I was using it for the other setup before, so it didn't need one. I remember now. I remember these things. Hello. Yeah, the Skittles are maybe a little stuck together. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I just realized I was thinking today, like, I have not played Aria in months. Like, at least 5, 6 months, maybe. So let's fix that. Let's do some Aria rando. Unpause. There we go. Oh, BizHawk is very quiet. Playing with a little bit of a different option here. It turns out that the other randomizer has a music randomization option, so I'm going to give that a try. This sounds a little weird, but we'll see. We'll see if I hate it, we'll see if I like it, I don't know. Oh, this is weird hearing after, you know, years and years of doing it regular style. But yeah, I haven't randomized Aria in a bit, so we'll do it. Here are some ulays for in case you missed hearing them for a bit. There you go. Alright. What do we have here? We got the knife and casual clothes. We have Killer Doll as the bullet soul. Oh, I don't know that I like this. This is with the safe music randomization turned on, so I worry what it would sound like if this was like full-blown, you know, no limits. This isn't from any area. This is the music is like, the pitch is randomized a bit as well. But I don't think there is a, like, any real care for whether or not it sounds good. Oh, you know what? No, I can't do this. I can't do this. We're gonna do a new seed because I cannot do this music. I'm sorry. I wanted to give it a shot, but I didn't realize it would be this messed up. Sorry, give me one moment, please. Shouldn't take too long. You get to faintly hear it while we do this. Alright, I'll do palette randomization, that's usually pretty good. I'm not going to touch music, though. That was a mistake. And the thing is, like, this is the... because it has 5 different settings. It's got random safe, which is the one that I selected, random medium, random expanded, and random HV, which I'm assuming stands for high variance. I'm scared to think about what high variance sounds like, so I'm not going to be doing that. Alright, I'm just getting some new seeds going here. Alright, let's do that again, not with the music this time. Yeah, basically Crazy Bus Aria. Oh, there we go. I lean on my fast forward. You know what? I'll do one at full music randomization just so we can hear it and then throw it away immediately. I'll give it seed 666 so I know how cursed it is. So I'm real curious what full HV sounds like, so I'm prepare yourself. We'll get a little test here, a little sampler platter real quick. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, my favorite part of the Castlevania Aria theme is when the truck starts halfway through and then somebody's on like a squeaky swing set. Let's see what the main castle theme sounds like. Oh yeah! Resident Evil basement core, hell yeah. This is a marathon incentive. Donate enough money to make me listen to this. Oh, I would die. I would die. Alright, get out of here. Get out of here. Okay, back to regular music. We'll actually do a run now. Alright. Ah, music to my ears. Alright, 3, 2, 1, let's jam. The colors are a little weird, but the music will be good. What soul are we rolling out with today? Unet. Unet. Like, it doesn't take a lot, but it is real easy to completely fuck up a song just by changing the notes a little bit. Unet. 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 I never really use it. I don't think it's very good. Might be okay for Creaking Skull, I guess. Ooh, Malthus. Okay, alright. Alright. Go save so I can do the little save and quit trick. Piss fountain. I don't know, if your piss looks like that, you gotta go to a doctor. That's not normal, that's too green. That's like you got a UTI or something. Let's see, not picking that up. Oh right, I don't actually have my flying armor yet. I just got double jump. I just got stinky double jump. Now, healthy purple water, that's good. Can I make it up here? No, that's too high. Let's see, was it worth coming down here? Not particularly, no. The only problem with Une is that you can't really use it like the wing skeleton. You can't throw spears because it's really good for air-to-air stuff. Une just goes straight down. Go for a little swim. I'm almost debating if I want to go back to the entrance and grab those real quick. Oh god, this is real awkward to use. It'll be good for Creaking Skull, I guess. The old Gotcha Dokuro. Really? There we go. Creaking Skull. Like, the damage is okay, but it's just too awkward to use. I don't think I really need to save right now. I don't suppose any of you guys wants to drop, like, a little Cleave's Leash, maybe a Levitain. Hell, I'd even settle Mistletoe at this point. Oh, I wonder if this means the reservoir is going to be all green water. Ugh. RPG. That'd be impressive, considering the RPG doesn't exist in this game. That'd be one hell of a feat. Backport the RPG into Aria. Like, it probably wouldn't be too bad, like, if you had to hack it in, it would just, like, take the pistol behavior and just mod it so it shoots like a Hellfire Blast or something, I don't know. Yeah, Dawn is the RPG. This game just has the positron rifle and the pistol and the silver gun, ugh. Like, Silver Gun is actually okay. Silver Gun would be real nice for where I am right now. It's not like a incredible weapon or anything, but it's better than the basic pistol. Maneater. It's probably easier to use than Une right now. Meat strip. Crossbow Night Soul's a rocket launcher. Not really. Spoiled milk. At least this one multi-hits. A little expensive, though. Okay, Iron Golem. Won't turn up my nose at the Speedrunner soul. What is that? Oh, I thought there's Whip Knuckles. Mach Punch is okay. I guess it is better damage. Because it swings much faster. Just very awkwardly short range. Ah, Combat Knife. I could fuck with that. Combat Knife is a fine weapon. Oh no. Spacing is not good. Can't quite get the black belt, though. I would love that. Yeah, there we go. Basic knife is not the worst weapon in the game, but it's pretty up there. The regular pistol is probably one of, if not the worst, because like, oh, it's got range, yeah, but it also like halves your damage on top of having a abysmal attack score. Now the winged skeleton you start with normally without rando is really, really solid. Actually lean on that soul quite a bit for early game. Still wouldn't mind some armor. Yeah, sorry for bumping back MGS5 and FF12 if you're hoping for those today, but I just realized, like, oh shit, I have actually not played Aria in forever. Oh god, I gotta scratch my nose. This is with the newer randomizer, so the randomization isn't quite as wild for items, I find. Too many video games. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. My brother might be getting into Monster Hunter Rise, so I might grab that on the Switch and play with him. Even though I have Wilds. I have Wilds sitting on my computer right now, begging to be played, but I could just play through Rise again. Probably not going to use... Actually, is Crimson Cloak any good in this rando? It's a little stronger. The important thing is that you're enjoying what you're playing. Like, when I get to the point where I feel kind of burned out on Warframe, I just stop. I don't force myself to keep playing because, oh, if you don't play every day, you don't get your formas and stuff. What are you, Backdash? Yeah. Apparently the new update, they are planning on optimizing the use, like the CPU usage a little bit. And also they're going to add options to further reduce, like, detail on stuff to make it run a little better. But also, the videos they put out, it's like a 5 to 10 FPS difference from what I saw. So it's not going to be like, it's not going to completely turn the game around, I think, but we'll see. Alright, I can do this now. It's like I'm really playing, what's it called? Not Dawn of Sorrow, Harmony of Despair. That's the one where you have to constantly dive kick everywhere to go quickly if you don't have the fast boots. School up. Crash books for people in the AMD drivers. Great! Fantastic. I love that. I love that for video games. Yeah, I'm still very early game in Wild, so any of the end game stuff will be not applicable to me. Alright, what do we got? Persimmon, and it's technically better. It's technically 2 defense points better. I suppose I'll have to take it. Oh, I can't even reach that, that's right. Can I go from here, maybe? Nah. Frigate. Not gonna die for a Persimmon. Oh, great. A regular knife. Everybody's favorite. Green puff. Like, I know I'm joking when I say we should stop making games for a year, but actually we should stop making games for a year. Just everybody take a break. Take 5. I should probably save. Because I do have cloth armor, and I've been known to maybe go in a little too hard on the Manticore fight. Especially with the Iron Golem soul, I'm just gonna be like, oh, I'm not taking damage because I'm not getting back, it's fine. Ancient Belt. Gives a decent little luck boost. Yeah, sure, I'll take that, actually. It's not like a ton of stat boosts, but it's a little more than just intelligence. That's right, and backdash cancel too. I mean, it would more hurt the people, like the small independent studios who can't really afford to stop, as opposed to the big companies. Do I have any way to attack upward style? Can Une hit this? Actually, this might work. This might be a weird use case for Une. Yep. We found a use case. A very limited use case, but a use case for it. All that for grapes. A zombie drop. Can't go to the ceiling, though, because I don't have the, I don't have Giant Bat, and I don't have Black Panther. Clair Obscure, I know there was a whole thing with the AI thing that I'm not entirely sure was fully resolved. Which is a shame, too, because I really did enjoy that game, but I need to see if they're gonna, like, actually... if the AI stuff has been, like, fully removed, or people are gonna find some other stuff later down the line. Like, I hate that I have to be so vigilant about this shit now. Because I will not willingly promote a game that uses AI, and had I known, I probably would not have taken the key. Because, like, I just can't do it anymore. Like, a while back I said that, oh, I think it's not too bad if it's just used to, like, you know, brainstorm some ideas, slap it on the wall, but now it's very clear, like, no, people do not give a shit, so I just, at this point, I just have to say straight up, like, I can't abide it. I don't want any part of it if it was used. No, that's the problem. Like, the idea is blurring a lot more now. Like, oh, if it's, you know, if the original concept was generated, but then actual artists kind of do their own take on it, does that count? And it's like, I don't know. I think we're giving way too much leeway to it. Like, it's a shame because it could have been legitimately a really useful tool. It's just that naturally the very first thing people tried to do with it was remove all the work and all the humanity from making stuff and just make money. That's all they saw it as, was a tool to make money. Yeah, no, I've seen apparently they are going to be using that, which not a fan of it, to say the least. Because again, like, there's that question of how much... Like, at what point does it stop being original, you know? So, we'll see. People are definitely going to try to be tricky about it and, like, get away with it and not disclose. It's already happening, unfortunately. I'm actually dead. Oh, red Minotaur. If I find the Chaos Ring, I'm set. Let's see. S-Stock? Is that stronger than the... Can I jump cancel this? I can. Like, I don't want to get too, you know, doomer of the future, but like, oh, well, everybody's going to go AI now, but... I do not like the direction it's currently heading, let's say that much. Maji. Honto, Maji. Because it's like... It's like... It looks okay at a glance is the problem. Like, it's getting to the point now where I really have to scrutinize and, like, look carefully a lot of the times. Or they'll put it, like, out of the way in stuff that isn't immediately apparent in, like, trailers and stuff. So it'll be like, oh, the trailer looks really cool, and then the actual thing, it's like, oh, they used AI to generate background assets, but they tried to mask it by putting a filter on it or something. So I don't know how much longer we have. And that's the other thing, like, a lot of people just don't even give a shit. They're like, oh, well, it makes entertainment I like, so who cares? I just hope that bubble pops. I hope we can all go back to just making things on our own, instead of letting a machine shit it out for us. But I worked really hard on it! You pressed a generate button 20 times until one looked decent. Great job, you're an artist. Actually, what am I doing? I could just use Devil. Oh, this is a little awkward. Okay. No, it'll be profitable someday, we swear. You just gotta give us more money. On the plus side, there are plenty of good indie games that you can play that don't use AI. Like, people keep doing the whole, you know, I want indie games, I want games made by smaller publishers who work for less time on their game and they get paid more, and I'm not kidding. But put your money where your mouth is, go explore. I mean, I don't want to turn into it. I do not want that at all. Have to turn into a witch hunt for indie games too. I really don't. It's poison the well. Angeline Era came out last week. That's a really fun game. I've been enjoying that on the side. Get your bump slash on. There are... Even if you don't want to pay money, there's like a billion good free games too that would absolutely love to have your attention. There's someone I follow on Blue Sky, Dominic Terrason, who has like a big list of games, and then you can filter by like free or, you know, paid. It is a gigantic list. Can I actually get up here? No. I mean, even without like Super Nintendo and JRPG, like PS1 stuff, I'm saying like there are a ton of video games. The biggest problem is that it's hard for the word to get out about this small stuff because people tend to pay attention to the big successes. Like, absolutely no shade against Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight's fine. I have nothing against Hollow Knight. But I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, I love indie games, I love Hollow Knight, and like, that's great, but it also received, you know, tons and tons of critical acclaim and is very, very well known. Do you actually go out of your way to look for stuff, or you just wait for it to cross your plate, you know? I already went here, didn't I? Yeah. I kind of want to go for the... I don't know if I can make that jump, though. Might be able to kick off a dancer. Oh, I can make it. Hell yeah. I think the rapier's stronger than the S-Duck. No, it's not. Never mind. Ignore me. Like, again... Absolute no shade. I don't want to be a gatekeeper. I don't want to be like, oh, you can't call yourself an enjoyer of indie games unless you played these. But like, you gotta go off the beaten path sometimes, you know. Actually, I don't want to go here just yet. I should go back. If it weren't for the fact that the game was like literally hundreds and hundreds of hours long, I would probably be streaming through, what's it called? Zaku Zaku Actors. That game is legitimately really fun. Has a ton of stuff going on, was made with like a lot of heart. Totally free RPG Maker game. Got recently translated into English. Just a very, very fucking long game, so I can't really stream it without dedicating a lot of my time to it. There's a lot of valuable stuff here. Let's sell the Mach Punch, actually. $7K, let's buy some healing items, maybe. Is it really just high potions here? Damn, those are kind of expensive. Maybe I won't go for that right now. There's also another one I've been playing recently called Enchant Farm, which is another RPG Maker game that got a translation. Really, it's a weird way to say this, but it's almost like Dark Souls meets Pokemon. Because, like, the way the combat works is very obviously inspired by Pokemon, but also has a bunch of its own stuff going on. There's, like, formations that you switch around. It's really cool. But it uses the default RPG Maker assets, so what? Who gives a shit? Deal with it. Perish. Reminds me, I also have to play more The Void Rains Upon Her Heart, because that is also still getting updates. It's still not complete, even though at this point the dev has been working on it for years and years, and could functionally serve as, like, multiple games worth of content at this point. Shit, there's nothing over there. It's a shoot 'em up based around anxiety and depression, and it's really good, actually. And the dev has been just continuing to update and add more and more stuff. It's also a roguelike, which is pretty cool in the context of a shoot 'em up. Like, it's a run-based thing, it's not like you just play once and that's it. You get different bosses every time. Very gay. Very gay, positive. I could probably actually pop that. Like, I feel like the problem is a negative news generally gets more viewership, like it gets more eyes on it than positive news. Because you gotta farm those outrage clicks, so people tend to over-report the bad shit rather than the good shit, and I feel like people need to focus on the good shit more. Focus on the little guys that would, again, love your attention rather than, you know, the 20th article about how, I don't know, fucking GTA 6 has been delayed again. Because, you know, it needs more of that. It needs more attention right now. Like, how many times have they released Skyrim now? How much attention does that game need? Ooh, Rune Ring. I'm gonna say, Sherman Ring is falling off now. We're getting too much level requirements. People claim to love open world games, but would immediately crumble to dust playing anything other than like Skyrim and Breath of the Wild. And again, I'm not trying to gatekeep. If you enjoy those games, hell yeah, enjoy them. But all I'm saying is maybe give that weird little JRPG based around Dark Souls and Pokemon and your party members are personifications of the default RPG Maker spells. Give that a try, because it might surprise you, actually. Winter Skeleton's not great as a soul. Sorry, Big Golem, we're playing Gradius today. Kind of surprised I'm actually leaning on Ring Laser this long, the Maneater. I feel like I very rarely use it, but I don't really have a ton of great options for Bullet Souls. Uchinogo Fake. Armor real. Desperately need better armor right now, that's really nice. Oule, oule, oule. Soma doesn't get to make the noise. It's illegal. I should probably be moving a little faster. I don't have a way to slide is the problem. So I can use either giant bat or slide, but I have neither. So I gotta remember to come back here to the old dance hall. I think I can get to servants' quarters, I just have to do it from the other side. I have to warp through. Gee, I wonder where the secret wall could be. It could be anywhere. Trying to think of what I would want to stream after I'm finished up with like MGS5, and FF12 will still be a little bit more. I realize it's a little bit two-faced to be grumping about, you know, playing more indie games, and meanwhile I'm stuck with MGS5 and FF12. Games that have probably received a good amount of coverage in their day, but I do try to show off little guys. Angelina, I still need to... Like, I feel like I'm missing stuff, but it's one of those things where I have not played enough of it to really confirm whether or not it is happening. So, I'll have to get a little deeper in there. The levels are also getting a lot harder, so I need to actually think more carefully. Is that a positron rifle? No, that's... Is that the famous blade known as Graham? No, that's Gladius. Nah. Yeah, I can't slide under there. Oh, no, wait. When did I have slide? When did I get that? Hang on. Did I always have that and I just fucked up the input? Hold on. Since when did I have slide? Did I just, like, completely zone out when picking it up? I must have. Damn. I was on a tangent. I was just absent-mindedly pressing down and A and just slid. I was like, oh shit. You know what's good, Pinfell? One of the Far Cry games is his only video game. I mean, that's fair too, like... I know some people, like... Someone's grandpa who just, like, will play, you know, Civilization and nothing else. Or just, like, the most random shit, like, they'll have 10,000 hours in, like, I don't know... Age of Empires 2, like the original one, not the remake. And that's their game, that's all they need. And I respect that. Oh, the Rune Ring is helping so much, though. I could never go to play, like, a single video game. I know there's some people who are like, oh, I could play, you know, Civ 4 forever, but that's not me. Simple Google searches and play Free Cell. Honestly, if that's what brings you joy, then... Actually, can I do the ceiling thing as well? Is that... Do I have enough height here? Skeleton. Oh, no, I need something that swings upward, though. Skeleton might work. I think it's a vertical, yeah. Sorry, Una, your use case is officially gone. I'm trying to think of the problem is, like, it depends on whether we're talking, like, a multiplayer game or a single-player game. Undine. Actually, that's really good to find here. Ooh, elf cloak. Nothing wrong with that. I never really got into, like, solitaire and all that stuff, like... I played a little bit of Space Cadet Pinball, I enjoyed that, but I was never, like, really hard on it. Which I later learned was a demo for, like, the full game. Like, they had a full set of tables, but everybody just played Space Cadet Pinball. Because it was on every copy of Windows. I feel like watching... Like, I've never actually seen the other tables, and I kind of don't want to. Exactly, that's the thing. With, like, multiplayer games, like, in theory, you could play forever, but... In a perfect world where your game runs forever, though, like, I don't know if I would, even then I would still want to. Yeah, I remember finding out about the mouse control cheat. So I'm trying to think of what, like, the single-player game that I have the most time in. I don't know what it would be. Like, don't get me wrong, I love, you know, Earthbound was one of my favorite games as a kid, but I definitely could not play it forever. Probably have to be, like, some kind of roguelike or something. Siren, interesting. La, 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 la. Alright, what do we got up here? What have we got? 6, 7. My nephew loves when I do the hand motion for the 6, 7 thing. Ah, gym clothes. Splatoon is a good time, but I feel like... I don't know that I could play it forever. Like Salmon Run, I really enjoyed Salmon Run in Splatoon 3. I played that for a good while. I actually got one of the gold trophies the very first tournament thing they did. And then I stopped because the luck of the draw and getting a team that actually knows what they're doing is kind of rough. And I don't have any friends that really play it, so I'd be having to rely on just finding randos, which I don't really want to do for most multiplayer games these days. Like, the idea of just jumping into, you know, a raid finder group and doing, like, a savage raid in FF14 or whatever, that sounds like torture to me. Wait, don't I have... Oh, right, you have to equip it, don't you? Forgot Undine is not a Grey Soul. Alright, what do we got down here? I should probably grab that, I don't have a ton of healing items. Yeah, I don't know what my single-player game with the most time would be. I don't know, maybe some like Monster Hunter? I don't know. Actually, it would have to be something like I could mod it, like a moddable game, like maybe Doom. If I was allowed access to the internet to download mods and stuff, it might end up being Doom. Oh yeah, maybe a Dynasty... no, it wouldn't be... I played the shit out of Dynasty Warriors 5 and Warriors Orochi 1 and 2. But I kind of fell off of those after a bit. Like, I didn't play... I played the other Dynasty Warriors games, and I never got as hardened to them as I did with those three, because I was in college and had a lot more free time. I think we want to go to Floating Gardens. I liked New Vegas, I don't know that I would want to go that hard on it. I don't know. Hey, I've been getting grapes from these zombies. Well, I could actually check the ceiling here. Disgaea games are also good, but I feel like the later games you tend to finish them faster because they are a little nicer and not making you grind as much, which is good. Yeah, Warframe would probably be like one of my... I know I played a shit ton of TF2, but these days I don't really touch it. TF2 fell off really hard. What are you? Oh, Hippogriff, nice. Well, they got heavier about making you use the item world, but it's also, like, they massively sped up just general day-to-day stuff. So you don't have to sit in the Cave of Ordeals for an hour and just grind out Winged Slayer over and over. Like, Disgaea 5 had the class that lets you just double cast and delete everybody on the map, which is very funny. Still gonna play more of 7. I haven't played a ton of 7. Alright, let's go to... Yeah, let's just do Floating Garden for now, I think. I don't want to go to Reservoir just yet. We're still kind of weak. And Warframe, that's the nice thing about Warframe. Every time you play it, there's something new. Item world's not a positive. I don't know, I think I prefer having, like, the procedurally generated randomized stuff in the item world compared to just, you know, grinding Cave of Ordeals. Bale. Oh, if only I had Black Panther. The Black Panther. God, I wonder what it would be like now jumping into Warframe for the first time, because I have, like, you know, 13 years of legacy knowledge. So when a new update comes out, like, I'm a little overwhelmed, but also I have a pretty good idea of what's still going on. And it's pretty rare for, like, existing builds to be invalidated. It's just they add new stuff that adds more options, and sometimes is better. I know they were also playing around with the order for a bit of trying to get, like, people maybe starting with Duviri, and then they realize that's a little overwhelming and makes the story even a little more confusing for most folks, I think. Although they have been doing good in general, like the adding... I think they revised the build time for earlier frames, like Rhino and Kome and stuff. Or no, Kome was always short, but, like, they changed Rhino to be a much shorter build, which is a really solid choice for a new player. Because that was one of the biggest things, I think, as a new player, is getting the parts for a new frame. Okay, cool, it's going to take 3 real-time days to build. Tigris Prime, I mean, any weapon theoretically can be good, it's just if you want stuff to go to, like, the mass, like, the farthest possible endgame, that's when you need to optimize a little more. Because, yeah, they've been adding a bunch of new stuff. Is that the famous blade notice? No, I think that's just a bastard sword. Yeah. Because it's kind of funny, for the longest time, everybody used the Ignis Wraith, because it was just, like, the generally easiest, like, crowd clear / damage weapon. And now, with the new update, they added a new mod that kind of makes it a little more viable again, so, like, if you want to bring it to higher level stuff, it's actually doable. Actually, I gotta go backwards now. I think for the longest time, they do, like, popularity rankings for weapons and warframes and stuff, and the Ignis Prime was... Or the Ignis Wraith, sorry, not Prime, was real high up there for the longest time. Sound gun that makes enemies fly 1,000 feet in the air. Are you talking about the static core, or is that something else? So I remember the static core did, like, a big explosion of, like, a big wave explosion. Ooh, giant bat. But I don't remember if that's the one you're thinking of. It's very possible you're thinking of a different sound gun. I mean, there are definitely still people who play Excal Prime, it's just less likely that you'll see one because you need to have played specifically during the Founders period, 13 years ago. Actually, no, that's not true. Everybody gets to play as Excal Prime now because they have it in the story quest. Core gameplay doesn't hit the way it used to. I don't know, I kind of... When they first introduced, like, the new movement parkour stuff, I kind of thought the same thing. Like, it felt weird, like, I was like, oh, I like my coptering, but then it turns out, like, no, the new movement stuff is actually way faster once you learn it. Volt Prime is fantastic. Volt Prime is a great frame to want to main great basically everywhere, honestly. You just don't like going maximum speed melting everything without thinking anymore. That's fair. I tire of the killing. I want to go retire on a farm somewhere and farm peaches. Casual clothing. Ugh. Oh no. Because, like, Volt does damage buffs, Volt does speed buffs, Volt does defense, Volt can do crowd control. Very good at staying alive. Yeah, just grab this to sell it. Still baiting, because I think the fire armor is higher defense, yeah. Because I don't remember if this randomizer has the int, like the intelligence stat fix that the other randomizer does. I'd have to test it. Yeah, I'm still using the ripple laser. That's the thing though, like, you kind of just end up dancing everywhere regardless. It's just that you don't have to copter anymore, like you don't have to have the dual Zorans or whatever. Apparently they did bring it back in some way. But it's more just kind of like a funny meme as opposed to like actually like no coptering is viable again. I mean, y'all saw yesterday, if you were watching my stream, I was playing Titanian, like you don't have to copter with her. Alright, we need one more book. Tiny copter. I feel like they probably did not want to repeat the copter age. Like, Warframe is already pretty intense if you're in terms of, like, input. It's gotten better, thankfully. They've added a lot of good accessibility stuff. Shit, that reminds me, I gotta check the chapel ceiling. Okay, heart pendant, I'm not gonna bother with that. Not worth my time. Yeah, I feel like the general movement standard is just so much faster than coptering at this point. Do I have any better bullet souls? Because Red Minotaur is great, but that's all my mana, basically. I guess Dryad is pretty alright. You know, if you hit with it. I think it also doesn't work on the Scythe. Because it's weird. I think it works on Death himself, just not the Scythe. Oh god, oh god. You know what I should be using, actually, is just Devil. Okay, man. Really should add a vertical swinging weapon. That would really help in this fight. Alright, phase 2. Alright, gotta recharge. Oh boy. I should probably pop one of them grapes. this thing does not have enough range to poke through the scythe. I'm jumping to try to get him away from the ground. Because he does that move. If it's too close to the ground, you just have to eat a hit. Gotta be almost dead soon. There we go. I definitely do have to look at all my builds, though, and, like, my mods and stuff, because I have not touched that in forever. A lot of my older frames have just, like, been like, oh, cool, my Ember Prime, I finally built that last year, and then I never really modded it. Mostly just to have it in the collection, so I don't have to grind it out later. I need to remake my like, shopping list for Warframe, because I had a big one a while back, and as I kind of started collecting a lot of the stuff on it, I just stopped updating. Gotta go shopping at the Warframe store. Like, I still don't fuck around with specters and stuff, and apparently, like, you can do a Dante specter or a Wisp specter and make things really easy for yourself. I just have never really interacted with that entire mechanic. Warframe run well on Steam Deck? I'm sure it would, considering it runs on Switch. It doesn't run super well on Switch, but it does run on Switch. So it's probably fine on Steam Deck. Depending on which area you're doing, you might want to bump down the settings a bit, because it can get very flashy at certain spots. Hey, Mistletoe. Actually, is that stronger? I think it might be stronger than the S-Dock. Yeah, it is. It's also Holy Elemental. Yeah, that's the nice thing, since they have their own proprietary engine, they have the Evolution engine. So they get to just fuck around and do any engine optimizations they need. They don't have to worry about, oh no, is there, you know, is a new Unreal update gonna break everything? Alright, probably want to go to the reservoir now. Feel like that is the correct move. Shame we didn't get Black Panther, though. I know I'm going to lose time, but I need to take a sip of water. It'll try to tell you that it doesn't, but you run Warframe on the deck. Like, does it say it doesn't perform well, or does it just, like, be like, oh, it might not work? Ah, basic gun. I'm angry now. Horse taxi. I was gonna say, is that blocking mail? No, it's just the iron plate. Oh, sorry about that flashing. This is really rough, huh? We haven't confirmed it works, so it probably doesn't. Okay, so, yeah, they just don't have a hard verification for it. Ooh, the Gungner. Great for gungding. I'll try to get out of the wet zone as fast as possible. Gorgon. Gorgon. I am curious what the Steam cubes are gonna be like. Like, pricing-wise, I mean, not necessarily performance. Because I think they've announced the specs for it, alright? Like, I think they're doing their own... It's not like, you know, obviously it's not going to be a discrete graphics card because it's a cube, but... I'd be curious to see how it runs, like, compared to other, like, on-the-market graphics cards and such. Even getting something on par with, like, a 3070, I think would be really good for a lot of people. I'm just gonna double through. The only problem is with the fucking RAM prices now. I do wonder, because they haven't actually announced the pricing, which makes me think they're probably waiting to see how everything shakes out for that. Because I get the idea that most of the development and design for that was done when RAM prices were still sane. So I would assume it probably uses SODIMM RAM. Like the kind that you put in a laptop, but we'll see. I actually don't know if they've announced the RAM type yet. I don't think I'll be getting one, but I'd be curious to see what it's like. Steam Deck, I kind of fell off of the fence of wanting one now because I now have a proper computer. Ow. Now I want the AOIN Thor instead. Do I need one? No. But it plays emulators really good, apparently. I can get all my retro achievements on the go now. I can finally master Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader on the go. Although it definitely would be nice for, like, DS stuff, because I could run, you know, they have good DS emulators on the PC, but it's just not quite the same using your mouse. I would love a Levitane right now. Could I get a nude Levitane? Does not safe for work, Paul. Could I get a nude Tane? Nude Tane. I'm not sure, like, I feel like any upgraded Steam Cubes are probably going to be a good ways down the line if they do go forward with that. Because it feels like even the Steam Deck, they haven't really done a pro version of the Steam Deck. The best they did was like the OLED. Ow. Asshole. I'm gonna tag this because I feel like I never tag the warp, and I always regret it later on. Oh! Jammed the buttons a little too hard there. Actually. A little bit of health back. Alright, let's see, what do we got? Could be Black Panther? Please be Black Panther? No! The worst day of my life. I'll grab a pudding. Oh, there's always room for pud. You never said there was custard. Satan's ring actually better? No, I probably want to keep the rune ring. MP regen is way too nice. Oh boy, the skull key, the useless item. I'm also curious about the Steam VR thing, we'll see. Because I could definitely just run it off my computer stream. I don't have to have a standalone VR thing now. Too many things. Too many things that I want. I'll just stop through there. Okay, Mudman. Calm down, Mudman. Alright, I have the Ripple Laser. I want Dryad, please. I want some health back. I should pop this open and go get some health, because I'm taking a lot of hits. What are we doing for books? It's just the 2, right? Yeah, 1 and 2. So Nightmare and Shadow Knight. We have Shadow Knight, we don't have Nightmare. Finally grabbed another hard drive for my PC a while back because turns out a lot of games take up a lot of space now. Like, I was like, oh yeah, I'll install all the games that I didn't get to really play before, so I set up, you know, Stranger of Paradise, I set up Monster Hunter Wilds, I set up Visions of Mana, all that stuff. And turns out that fills up really quickly. Also gives me space in case I need to capture footage for stuff, because in case I want to start recording streams or whatever. I don't know that I'm gonna, but it is nice to have the option. Maybe I'll finally do the 4-hour ass Libra video that I've been threatening to do for the longest time. I'll do it. I'll talk about Ass Libra for 4 hours. Don't you threaten me with a good time. Can I just go through the entire tunnel like this too? No, there's a little bump. There's a bump. Everything here does so much damage. And this is with the Armor of Fire. I don't think the Flame Demon himself does fire damage on contact. But I find it to be, like, the most common element that enemies use against you. Okay. It was worth coming down here. Alright, so we need Gargoyle. Don't have Gargoyle and we don't have Nightmare. I could try and grind on Beam Skeletons if I wanted to, and what is Nightmare from? Did it say Tsuchinoko? Oh, Peeping Eye. I could... That might not be the worst grind if I wanted to try and grind it out. Also, it'd be a really nice soul to have. Yeah, just top that off, why not? Alright, this guy's curse you. Not that I have Black Panther, but still. God, I'm so happy I bought all my RAM to upgrade before. I'm just gonna go through, fuck it. Nightmare, it's not quite Student Witch because it doesn't, like, go across the ground. It just goes straight forward. It does pierce, though, which is really nice. Nightmare's a really good soul. Easily one of the better bullet souls in the game. I love how when you go through the waterfall the other way, it just loops the pain noise on itself a billion times. Ukobok, come on, man. You're better than this. Can I might be able to use the Golem Soul for a bit. Golem's really good for multi-hit weapons like the Gungnir. Because you're then boosting each individual hit by 12 strength, which is really good. Black Panther, please, please. Come on. Come on, man. Okay, alright. We'll see if I pick up Nightmare before, because we got to do top floor still as well. I'm almost wondering if it might be worth just going for top floor first and then trying to find if Nightmare shows up there. Ugh. Oh god. Getting poison is real scary down here because poison in this game, it makes you take more damage rather than just draining your health over time, and you deal less damage as well. Yeah, I'm only doing 28 damage per hit now. So it's very easy to get juggled and killed if you're poisoned, especially down here. Enemies are pretty dangerous. Oh, grab that. Grab that Raymond. You're playing rando, generally it's good to have some healing items on hand because you're usually going to be pretty underleveled. Unless like you're really taking your time. Oh, I wish I had Black Panther so badly though. Could you imagine if it just ends up being in like the chapel ceiling or something and I could have gotten that super early? Black Panther's right here. It said BP. I saw BP, and I got real excited, but it's Bone Pillar. The stinky BP. I will save, though. Actually, I'm gonna use the... I'm just gonna reset if there's nothing good back here, because it saves me more time. It's always good to go to the British petrol and wake up. Alright. Go to the other side. Probably faster to damage tank, but I don't want to spend all my healing items. Gotta wait for some more juice. I'm out of devil juice. My devil trigger's empty. I think the little guys have a lot of health, too. You figure they'd just be like, you know, bop them once or twice, they're gone, but they actually have a decent amount of health. There we go. What have you got, Weird Legion, baby? Oh, zombie soldier, I thought it was Nightmare. I didn't, like, sneakily get a Black Panther anywhere, did I? No. I feel like even my addled, have not played Aria in months state, I would have recognized Black Panther. Would have recognized the true power afforded to me. Okay, there's Gargoyle. So it was at least worth coming down here. Because I think the gargoyle farm was from Tsuchinoko. Or no, that might have been Shadow Knight, actually. Tsuchinoko, which is not a fun farm to do. Oh, no, I missed a thing. Great. Great! Great, great, great! Yeah, I'm not fucking with you guys. Oh god. Oh god. Rippers. Black Panther. Man, I gotta get every blue soul except for Black Panther. Yeah, I haven't done Skittle Soma in a hot minute, I'm sorry. I had to do an emergency pushback for MGS5 and FF12 because like it just didn't cross my mind at all for the past few months. And I can't let that fly. The people want Skittle Soma. Please. Wouldn't be so bad, except there's the little nub in between, so you have to stop. Otherwise, it would just go through the entire room like that. Spend the MP. It's actually cheaper if you don't spend the MP, like if you don't have to stop there, because you spend a bunch of MP in the pre-transformation frames as well. Like when you, as soon as you start holding R, it starts draining MP, so it really sucks if you get interrupted. Lose a bunch of your juice. She'll be fine. Ah, I can't dive kick through that faster. I thought I could. Nightmare? Ah. Because, like, the Peeping Eye Soul, I don't think it's like a super, super rare drop. So I'm actually debating if I just want to farm that. Une. Alright, I can't crouch these beams. I can't crouch these beams, bro. See. If we do find Nightmare, then we can just go. We don't have to fight Balor. Black Panther, please, please. Man. It's mad that I haven't streamed this in a hot minute. No boy, Gravekeeper, I can backdash now. Fantastic. Incredible. Incredible! I hate when I get bleepus by my friends. I would never do such a thing. I might die here. Is there another... Okay, I can just zhuzh through. Nice try, I've got enough blood. Thank God I have the rune ring, otherwise having to spam devil all the time, it would not be sustainable. Unsustainable devil. What are you? Oh right, Galamoth, haven't got that one yet. We check the Galamoth room after Arena, if we don't get Nightmare. Honestly, I feel like if this was like a speedrunning context, it probably would be better to just go farm. There's the creakier skeleton. We have Giant Bat at least, so we don't have to do the DDR room. Yeah, think I'll just do Giant Bat. There's no way I'm deviling through these rooms. Actually, I might be able to go through this one, devil style. Yeah, you know what, this room's probably easy to go through the devil. Should be using Giant Bat actually to get around a little faster. Oh, all the damage numbers though. Feels nice. Taking a lot of damage. Spears flying everywhere. No, we already have the Yellow Soul. I'm gonna say it could theoretically be something like Triton would be pretty nice. Actually, we don't need Golem anymore. Or Skull, I should say. Cream Puff. Yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna devil. I thought all the rooms had spikes, and then I forgot about the funny statue room where they just kind of punch and kick you very lazily. Oh god. Thanks, buddy. Magic and luck. It's not that they're bugged, it's just that they're borderline useless. Because luck does increase item drop rate, it's just so small that it's functionally not really worth using. And then magic, it only affects blue souls, which are rarely used for dealing damage, and it's like, you know, devil is a lot of damage, except devil you can already do a billion damage by using it anyways, so it doesn't benefit a ton as opposed to just using, like, Black Panther. You could be Nightmare. You should be Nightmare. You are Nightmare. Beautiful. We will not be fighting Balor today. Oh, I don't like this. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother checking the last bit. Because the patch that I'm talking about uses magic and luck for both. Well, it uses magic for the red souls as well, rather than just... Okay, man. Enough of the run-up DPs, please. It uses magic for the red souls as well, which makes it a lot more useful as a stat. And then the luck patch just makes luck more of a noticeable impact. I think it gives you like a 25% drop rate increase at max luck, which is a lot more than it would give you normally. Lubricant, please. Alright, top floor, fastest way would probably be just by going through here, I think. I could also go from the chapel. Nah, this would be the fastest way. Actually, I'm gonna dip by Hammer real quick. Because let's be honest here, we didn't get Black Panther, so this is not going to be a good seed for speed, so I might as well just grab this. Like, you can still go decently fast without Black Panther, but, like, there's kind of a hard limit. Sell Mistletoe. Durandal is not... I'm not a huge fan of it. I'll hang on a Gungnir, I'll sell the Kaiser Knuckle. Do you want to buy Death Robe? Rare Mossa would also be really nice. Silver Gun's very funny, but not for 77k. I should probably buy some healing first, actually. Because the nice thing is, most food items, Hammer doesn't sell them normally, so they don't have a high value, because it's not meant to be like a source of money for farming. Sell the handgun... Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna buy the death robe. Or actually, do I want Muramasa? I think that'd actually be my first vertical swinging weapon. Which would be very funny. Because it would be great for the Chaos fight for Phase 2. All the Sherman rings, all the Satan rings. I'm using the Rune ring right now. Yeah, I want the Muramasa. And actually, I should be using the Nightmare Soul now. Because it's very good. Yeah, quick little heal, and then off the top floor. Muramasa's great because it is a vertical swinging weapon, very fast attack speed, jump cancelable, multi-hit. Has a special effect that drains enemy HP. Well, it doesn't drain it for you, but it removes their HP based on a percentage. On top of the damage it would have done anyway, so it's just really good weapon. No, it's just a bamboo sword. Despite the name, it's also not Dark Elemental. So you can use it safely against, like, Julius and all that. It's neutral, I believe. Probably want Giant Bat, actually, so I can fly over the final guards. I like this palette for the top floor. Kunitsuna actually wouldn't have been a bad grab either, but... I just wanted a good weapon. Because at our current level, we're going to be taking a good amount of damage anyways, even with the death robe. Yeah, like you can see I'm doing 200 damage on the first hit, then down to 140, then 120, because it is dealing percentage-based damage to them. Doesn't work on every enemy, but it works on a good chunk of them. I think it also works on Headhunter, which is very funny if you can get it before the Headhunter fight. I'm gonna dip down here real quick, because it's very quick checks, and I might actually get something like a free Dracula tunic or something. Or the Positron rifle, that's pretty cool too. Actually, that's great, because we can use that for Julius coming up. That's a fantastic Julius weapon. Also good for Graham too. Actually, I don't know if it hits Graham by default. I know the pistol hits him when you're on the far right side. I don't know if the Positron rifle does too. I think it does. I think it's a funnier way to clown on him. Ah, Lotkeys. Positron rifle is the best, like, ranged weapon in the game. It'd be a little awkward to use, but it's really solid. Let me break this, actually. I'm gonna save and I'm gonna break the ball. This is not the ball. So the ball's down here, and then the save is above it. There we go. It'll save us a little bit of time later on. We're going to the tower. Let me get my souls on as well. So we need Nightmare, we need Shadow Knight, and we need Jargogol. Although it would be faster for Phase 1 at least to just use Devil until he goes to Meatball Phase, and then I'll switch to Positron. One last check. Yeah. The most basic of katanas. Right, I don't have Devil equipped. Actually, I need to save my MP anyways, because we're coming up. I need to spend a lot of it here. Graham has a lot of defense. If you have any, like, high damage weapons or, like, good damage souls, this is where you slap them on. I'll keep Gargoyle there, though. Oh, beautiful. Perfect possible placement. Alright, he's in meatball mode now, so I'm going to switch over to Shadow Knight. Just confirm one more time. Nightmare, Shadow Knight, and Jargoggle. We're good. So yeah, he's never going to hit you over here. If you have the handgun, well, not the handgun, but if you have like the silver gun or any kind of ranged weapon, the meatballs will never touch you. You just stand here and fire until he's dead. We'll switch it back to Devil, actually. It's actually a good way to save on MP, too. Because normally during that phase, if you have the opportunity, you'd be using Devil, except you have to switch to your other souls anyways, so... you can't. I can get like a couple more ticks of damage. Only problem is I don't have a ton of, like, raw damage. Because again, Graham has a ton of defense, so this phase takes a little bit longer if you don't have good single-hit high-damage weapons, but it's not too bad, we got Devil. We got the Devil from the Bible. Be vanilla Black Panther? No, just no Black Panther, damn. I'd be real bummed if it ends up being like Chaos Dimension Black Panther. Thankfully, Julius does not have any defense, so we get to just use whatever your highest damage weapon is. And thankfully, the Positron Rifle is great for that, because he has a whip, I have a gun. Guess which wins in a fight? I was gonna say, this seed took a really long time, except I remember we were fucking around with the other music seed before we actually started proper, so... hopefully the next one we'll get a Black Panther. Oh god. Oh god. Muramasa, I'll probably use that against Chaos and then use Positron for Julius. Positron can be good against Chaos, but for the first, at least the first two eyes on the ground, it's fine, but then the top ones are a little more awkward. Can't really multi-hit super well with it, so I'll probably just go for the old Muramasa. And then just Devil down the core. Oh, I'm so slow. So used to having Black Panther at this point of the game. Alright, oh yeah, right, we don't need Gargoyle anymore. Yeah, Nightmare's fine, Devil's good. Definitely want the Positron for this fight. Because the range on this rifle is quite good. It's not exactly full screen, it's just like halfway across the screen, so it looks like it's covering the full screen, it's not. But for our purposes here, it should be fine. Hule. I miss you too, buddy. Okay, I want to get to a spot where I can start using Devil, because I want to spend my MP. Hey, come on, come on. Come hit me, come hit me. Hey, come on. Come on, Ule me, come on. Come on, Ule me, come on. Come on, I'm just a little guy, he wouldn't hit me, it's my birthday. It's my birthday, and also I have a Positron Rifle. Oh man. Oh god, he actually got the jump whip. It's pretty rare that that works, but it did work. Could be item crashing pretty soon. go. You better watch out, he knows about item crash. Ah. Oh, come on. These residual ash hitboxes, come on. I love how you could hear every glug of the water getting picked up. I feel like I set my noise gate higher and it still picks up noises. I want to do more retro achievement stuff. This isn't, like, related to anything. I just want to do more retro achievement stuff. I just don't know what game I want to aim for next. Because the problem is a lot of the games that I want to play are kind of tedious looking at the sets. Oh, actually, that'd be nice. So I was looking at the one for PSO and the GameCube. And the problem is, you have to do every quest on every single difficulty, which, like, they're all the exact same quests, it's just you're doing it 4 times over and over again, and it's not really fun to me. I know speed up would help that a lot, but still. Thankfully it doesn't have anything. There is like a separate grind set for finding rare items, but in the main set it's basically just you have to do all the stuff on, you know, normal, hard, very hard, ultimate. Just every single quest, which I don't really want to do. And then there's stuff like RPGs, which look really fun, except that they have, like, specific challenges, so, like, you have to be under a specific level, so I don't want to play the game and constantly have to worry, like, oh shit, did I need to do this battle? Am I going to be over-leveled if I get in too many random encounters, so I don't really want to have to worry about that. So I was looking at Phantasy Star 4, I kind of want to do that, but I don't know if I'm going to continue. I've been playing a little bit of it. What's the work on you now? Okay, alright. Come on. What am I kicking off of? That was weird. I was gonna say, I didn't just suddenly discover I never needed Skulla this whole time, did I? No. You still need Skulla. Oh, Levitain. I mean, I don't really need it, but I'm just gonna take it because it's there, whatever. Levitain would have been great during the main game, but... it's not a bad weapon by any means, it's just we have Muramasa and the Positron rifle at this point. Okay, speaking of Muramasa, I want to play the Vanillaware games. I want to play, like, Dragon's Crown and all that stuff. Odin Sphere, all that stuff that was on the PS3. I know they did some ports to other systems as well, but I'm meaning to try those. Alright. Alright, so for phase 1, I think Muramasa is the way to go. Switch back to Golem, Nightmare's fine, switch to Devil. Alright, next seed, it's doable. I just have to make sure I get Black Panther early, so I just gotta roll real nice in the RNG. That's another game I want to play, Absalom. Oh yeah, I'd be playing Liftversier. No, not playing. Apparently OG Odin Sphere is kind of rough now that they have Liftversier out. Take the update every day with a week. Yeah, that's what I hear. As I said, there's too many games. One. Oh, a worm? Oh, these orbs and worm are being a real pain in my dick. Oh, actually, I've got an idea. I have, what is it? We have Medusa head. I can just do this. Like this, and I think the Balor fight are the only times that Medusa head really comes in handy. Oh god, I'm getting juggled. Get away, get away. Alright, cool. Cream puffs down, switch to devil, kill. Climb down some mind-ups too. Almost seeing triple digits on the core is it's a truly magical sight. Do I have any more mind-ups? I got a high mind-up. That should take us to kill, I think. Yep. 135. 57. Definitely not my best time, but in my defense, I did not have Black Panther. It must have been in, like... because I think it does always spawn. I'm pretty sure it always gets distributed somewhere. Probably in either the Galamoth room, or potentially behind the arena. God, that would have sucked, though. Alright. We got another seed to go, though. We'll do better. Got my warm-up. Alright, so this one is 291817960. Gotta make sure I'm not picking the same seed again. There we go. Yes, I know you can't identify the hash. I'm not doing a retro achievements run of this game. Thing you say when you see a skull. Alright. Black Panther Room 1. Cleve Salish Room 2. Death Robe Room 3. 3 books Room 4, 5, and 6. And all the souls we need Room 7, 8, and 9. Straight to top floor. Boom. Done. Easy. In and out. Let's go. Soul restarting with today. Axe Armor. Axe armor in this game is weird because it's not like the traditional axe armor. It goes forward and back, it's like a boomerang. It's basically the cross. It's the cross, but it doesn't look like the cross. I don't really need that bad cart, but I'm going for it. Can't help but notice that none of these are Cleve Salish. Surely they just put it in the water basement, right? Surely that's where it went. They wouldn't not give me a Cleve Salish after I asked for one, right? That wouldn't be nice. See, Black Panther, yeah. That's not Black Panther. I'm pumping, it lets me go faster. Person. Okay, Flame Demon. A little expensive at the start, but absolutely not a bad soul to start with. Better than Axe Armor for sure. $10. I've also been meaning to test, because I have Switch emulation working pretty solidly now, so I wonder... Because Eden does have a net play option. So I wonder how feasible it would be to play Hyrule Warriors online, because, like, I've not run into any issues with it. Like, it's not crashed once, it's not giving me any weirdness with it, it just works totally fine. Good fight was close. Creep! Very expensive, though. Ah. I'm pretty sure this randomizer does weigh the drops more carefully, so it's way less likely that you're just gonna pop into a, you know, Levitine, Positron rifle, whatever in room 1. I think it's still possible, just extremely rare. That's like all my MP, Jesus. How much is this? Is Lightning Doll... Oh, Lightning Doll is even more expensive. That's kind of surprising. Lightning Doll is good, but you want to save it for armor enemies. Outside of Holy Fire is pretty much the most universally good element. $1,000. Ooh, okay. I'll fuck with a early Calbog. Even with the weakness, or even with the resistance, I should say, it's still really solid. Much better than a knife. Flame Demon Souls. Cloth Tunic and... what is that, Antidote? I think I went too far over, yeah. Do another run at that on the way back. Heal my demon. I'll take some armor. Anything's better than the casual clothing. Oh, the fact that this isn't a one-shot on these guys, though, it's so disorienting. Like, oh yeah, Calbog, of course, it's really strong. Not strong enough for Skeleton Knights. This jump is possible, just gotta time it well. Almost. That's too far. I think that's also not... no. At any point you start going down, you've gone too far. I think I'm jumping a little too early. Really? Oh, come on. Don't make me come all the way back here to do this check. Am I jumping too... maybe I'm jumping too late, actually. We go like here? Oh, I'm vibrating a little bit. Okay, that's definitely too far back. Oh, come on! Oh, it's too low. Low. I think that also, I went down a little bit there, yeah. I'm gonna spend all my MP doing this. Don't make me come back. This could be Black Panther. Alright, we're coming back. We're coming back, or I'll spend the rest of the run doing this. That's not even my meme. I don't... They're actually... Like, I've watched a little bit of, Harvester. But I don't think I've actually ever seen the entire thing. That was Harvester, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Harvester. Kind of occupies the same brain space as Darkseid. Is that Darkseid too? I thought that was... God. Okay, yeah. That's why I would probably not get a lot of the references. Oh boy, spoiled milk. Oh yeah. I have no way of going faster, and this pains me. I can't even just do dive kicks or backdash cancel jump. I just have to walk very slowly. Can't cut back on Black Panther, you will regret this. Disc armor. It's not bad, but I feel like between Lightning Doll and Flame Armor, we're probably pretty good for big damage souls. I feel like I've been doing better for routing, at least. Like, I haven't really gotten lost thinking about where I have to go, you know? Making sure. I think last time I tried this, I think I missed a check. And I had to stop and consult the map for a bit. Doing a little better this time. One more Flame Demon on the pile. One more God Rejected. God, I'm thinking about that funny music again. Aria, but all the music is completely fucked up. Bye, Graham. I like this transitional area, though. This looks really nice, the blue in the background. Some of the randomized palettes can be very hit or miss. Like, I have it set on the safe mode, so it's not going to be, like, absolutely god-awful, but... Like, this chapel does not look great, in my opinion. This upper area looks cool, though. Also with the Durandal, or not the Durandal, the Calbulg, you can see how many enemies resist darkness, especially early on. Thankfully the attack power on it is just really high, so it's not at all a bad weapon to get. It's just that if this were like a Levitain or something, I'd already be one-shotting everything. Can't get those. Ah, the short sword. I also want to play the Metroid Zelda combo randomizer. Sorry, the Super Nintendo ones, because there is the NES one now. I want to get back into that again. I gotta practice. Want to do more Archipelago stuff. Double jump? Yeah. Sometimes you can just feel it out. Oh, that was weird. I got like a frame-perfect drop, so it didn't finish the swinging animation for Soma. It just kind of like floated in the air. That was weird. Manticore should die pretty quickly, though. Alright, I don't have backdash. You know what? Let me grab the health, actually. I have a vertical swinging weapon. No, none of these swing upwards. Axe armor doesn't actually go up. Oh, God, do I really have to spam disc armor or flame demon to get this? Okay, it hits 3 times, that's good. All that for a dinky little base lord. Oh boy, cream puff. Actually, I won't complain about healing items. Always great to have. See if the study has any Black Panthers in here, huh? Come on. Surely I deserve at least one. You're not that mad about me fucking up the music, are you? Nope. I also need to check and see like what other Archipelago games are available, because I know there's like a big spreadsheet that I don't have handy at the moment, but I remember seeing one that had like all the Archipelago games currently in development, including like ones that weren't necessarily officially added to the like the site yet. Ooh, elf rope. That's really nice. Double my defense basically. So I got the GZ Doom one working, and I don't know if that would work with UZ Doom. Because code-wise, GZ Doom is basically identical. It does work, you just drop it in, cool. I can just start using that then. Actually, I've been meaning to mess around with that a little more. Tub's just immediately activated by somebody mentioning Doom. I do want to do a multi-world, it's just right now I got my brother visiting, so scheduling will be a little awkward, especially in the next week coming up. Oh, there's the slide. Next week is pretty much... trying to think of any good times for next week. Nah, not really. Yeah, I need to poke you once I'm a little more free. I was about to say, was that a rare item? No, it's just meat strip. Because I want to do more Archipelago stuff. It's really fun. But I also want to learn more randomizers, and that's kind of a good way to do it. A good excuse, I should say, to do it is by just, like, having a bunch of different games you can play in Archipelago. Because don't get me wrong, you know, I could do Legend of Zelda, I could do Link to the Past. Maybe not the combo, that would probably be really tricky for me right now, but I need to practice that more. Okay, Hippogriff. Apparently there's like a paint archipelago, where like you have to recreate pictures and you unlock like colors or something as you play it. It's weird. Killer Mantle. Although, the only thing that makes me worry is, like, what version of Paint are we talking here? Because I'm on Windows 11, and I feel like a lot of people probably are still on Windows 10 for that stuff. So I do wonder if it would work nicely. Or if you'd have to download, like a special build of Paint or something. Ah, book. What are you? Golem? I guess I could slap on the Dead Warrior Soul. Blind play some randomizers they hadn't played. I don't know that I would want my first... I don't know that I want my first playthrough of a game to be in a randomizer context. Oh wait, what am I doing? I've got Lightning Doll. Zappo. Yeah, I'll slap on the rare ring. Because I think FF12 also has an archipelago option, although I'm pretty sure it doesn't work with Struggle for Freedom. Oh, no, I know, I'm not saying, no, you cannot never tell me to play randomizers, but... Because the problem is, I'm the type of person who likes having a reference. I guess if it generates a spoiler log, like, it could be okay, but I feel like I wouldn't want my first experience of a game to be in a randomizer context. Like, I definitely would not have played Pseudo Regalia all the way through if it was randomized, for sure. I've been like, I have to learn movement tech? No thanks. And then exploded. Would have exploded. Well, we're doing pretty alright for gear in this seed. We got Calibo, we got Elf Robe. Got one of the 3 books. Only ever played Super Metroid randomized. I mean, the beauty of Super Metroid is that it is a very flexible game, even without the randomizer. Like, it has a kind of defined path that you're expected to go, but at the same time, you can break the shit out of it if you want to. Although I definitely recommend, if you are playing, like, Super Metroid in this day and age, just play a version, play Project Base. Just play Project Base, play the one that gives you a respin and all the nice quality of life stuff. I gotta check the ceiling before I leave here. Saw that flashing. It was flashing on the exact same frame. I thought that was a potato pancake. Oh, yeah. Zelda 3 Super Metroid would be real rough your first time playing it. It's rough for me, and I know both of those randomizers. Debating if I would go back to the split there in the main path now to get the thing I was trying to grab before with flying armor. Oh wait, I never did check this room, did I? I think I skipped it thinking it was a different area. I think I'm pretty sure I skipped that. That was probably not great. Could have been something really important there. Oops, I made a blunder. I have tromboed. Trumbo, he has to pay the penalty. Match punch. Yeah, like, I feel like just, you know, having played through a game, it's not necessarily the best prep for learning a rando. Because you need to, depending on the game, you generally need to know most of, if not all, the secrets. Depending on how it shuffles stuff around at the very least. Link to the Past also has a good amount of, like, tech you can do to skip checks or get things way earlier than you're supposed to. Let's dip down here real quick. The biggest thing with Link to the Past is how many chests are not actually required for progression when you play it normally. Oh, does she play with boot start? I mean, that's also... I mean, at the end of the day, it's how you want to play it, right? If you find it more enjoyable to play with boots or whatever, or starting with a specific item, then by all means do that. Like, if I were to play the Zelda Super Metroid rando more often, I would probably, like... I don't know how theoretically possible this is, but... I would want, like, something that just starts me at the first warp, rather than having to run all the way down, go all the way down the first shaft, because there's nothing you can realistically do in Metroid until you get down there anyway, so it'd be nice to just cut out the middleman and be like, okay, do you want to start in Zelda, or do you want to start in Metroid? Because I think you always have to start in Metroid. I don't know if that has been changed recently. At least last I played, you all started on the Metroid side of things, which is usually less viable, like, less good than just going for Zelda straight up. I'm trying to think, how many checks can you do in Super Metroid without any gear? It's like, you can do the Morph Ball check, and that's... kind of... I guess you could do the Ceiling Bump check as well. It's unlikely to do, because Quad Rando, isn't it? What's Quad Rando, do I ask? Does this include the NES Zelda? Are they combining all of them together? Oh, that was Black Panther. Yeah, like, when I play their rando, it generally goes to Zelda as fast as possible, because it just has so many more checks you can do at the start. That one would be a nightmare for me to learn, because I could not tell you how to run Zelda 1 or Metroid NES. I've never actually... I don't think I've beaten Metroid 1 NES fully. Like, I've played it, but never to the point of finishing it. How do you even run that? That has to be like some kind of specialty script that uses BizHawk, right? Unless they found a way to, like, just emulate an NES in a Super Nintendo and not have it lose performance or whatever. Black Panther? Please! I guess I can't be sad about Devil. Because from what I understand, Zelda 3, well, Link to the Past and Metroid work because they coincidentally kind of occupied just separate spaces of RAM, so it made development a lot easier to start on those. But getting it to communicate between different systems entirely, that would be kind of tricky. Yeah, I know there's a port of Metroid. I think there's a port of Kid Icarus as well. Kid Icarus, I believe, also runs, at least the original Kid Icarus runs on the Metroid engine. A lot of games run on the Metroid engine, actually. Like, I'm pretty sure the, what's it called? The Super Mario Land 2 at least, and Wario Land run on the Game Boy Metroid engine. And then I want to say Wario Land also uses the Metroid Fusion engine. Don't quote me on that one, though. Or Metroid Fusion uses the Wario Land engine, one of the two. Bit. Like, Zelda 1, I've at least played through that all the way a couple times. But Metroid, like OG NES Metroid, nah. If anything, I would like to play that through, like, Metroid Planets, but I'm waiting on the newer versions for that. Because it looks really cool, like, the stuff they've added in. Shoot you for real. I can't hit him. Okay. Chunka real. Metroid 2, I believe, came first. Now there's a randomizer combo idea. Wario Land and Metroid. Metroid 2. Alright, why am I just jumping regular saw? I have Hippogriff. Okay, I have slides, so I don't have to worry about getting between the areas here. I never really played through the Wario Land games. Like, I played a tiny bit of the first Game Boy Wario Land, but I never played any of them past that. Never really a Wario boy. I know a lot of people like Wario Land 4, but it's one of those games that I just cannot listen to. Because every time you get to the end of stage thing where you have to escape, it's a cacophony. I can't listen to that. I'm sorry. Hey, want to listen to some tunes? Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. Just one straight minute of clock noises and weird thumping. I can't do it. I apologize if anybody is offended by that, if I've been cancelled for saying that, but this is just how I think. I thought there was a gun for a second. It is kind of funny between Anton Blast and Pizza Tower, people just kind of like independently were like, yeah, I want to make my own Wario-like. I'm not sure when they both started development, but kind of funny. Actually, Kunitsuna does hit vertically. I can use this. Book. Is this the same one that I have? No. It is. I have two of these now. Golem and Une. Well, we don't have either of those, so... I don't think I want to use Lilith. Captain Wayne is... I don't think it's explicitly like a Wario core game, but it feels very Wario-coded. Like... I think it uses GZ Doom, I'm pretty sure, but one of those, like, Doom mods. That was Doom, right? I'm trying to think, there's no other retro engines, people really use, much aside from GZ Doom, so... Yeah, it's Levitain time. I wonder if you could just drop in, like, I imagine Sulaco might be a little trickier, but I wonder if you could just drop in, like those GZ Doom total conversions and have them work. Like Supplice and all that. Supplice. We got Black Panther. Bueller. Man. Oh, man. Just like dropping them into UZ Doom and seeing if they work. Just like out of the box without any modification. Because in theory, it should, right? Oh no. The lock goes too deeply tied in. That's fair. Yeah, it's kind of like a weird Frankenstein of GZ Doom and other stuff. Oh, I love having the levitate early. It's so nice. Oh, beautiful. Love to come out with a sneaky surprise attack at the start of the round.
Wow, they came out with a sneaky surprise attack at the start of the round.
We don't have Galamoth on this seed, do we? That was the last one, yeah. That's what we like to call big damage. Hadouken. Broadsword. Another thing I probably should do, like, I tried doing it as a kid and could never get it to work properly, is just like making a Doom level. Because, like, I don't remember which one I was using. I want to say it was, like, Windu. But I was never connecting the walls properly or something, so it was always, like, failing to compile and build the level. So I remember I was able to get Duke Nukem 3D levels, like, I was able to make really simple ones, but I didn't understand how the scripting worked for, like, end-of-level stuff, so I just would drop in a fucking boss and be like, oh, you kill this guy and that's the end of the level. It's great, why would you want an entire episode? This episode just gives you the boss anyways, you're done. It's easy, it's great. Hey. Hey. Cut that out. Alright, probably go for Floating Islands now, or Floating Garden. Trying to outrun the soul. Yeah, basically. I was not a very good level designer, as you might imagine. Thank God I never... I don't think there was a good way for me to, like, host my levels without, like, paying for, you know, premium storage space, like hosting online, and there's no way my parents were gonna do that, so... All the shitty attempt levels I made never saw the light of day. Tried zip drives? Already did, thanks, I'm good. Boy, did we try zip drives. Every single one of those failed within months. Just get the click of death. I don't know if it was the drive itself that was bad, or just, like, the discs we were buying were really shitty, but for whatever reason, they just did not last. Like, I know zip drives were notoriously unreliable, but man... Easily the worst storage medium I've ever used. I mean, in theory, it was really good. Like, you could store tons and tons of stuff, but this was back before, like, you know, CD burning was super common. I think that was the drive we had, actually, the Spark. That might have been it. Surely you're Black Panther. Bro. Bro, please, I'm dying, bro. The thing that killed him. Good, it was bad. Your drive sucked. Beam skeleton. Because this would have been back like 90. When was this? It was like the later 90s, not quite 2000, because we had a new computer by then, but we were very quickly running out of space in our poor little 1996 computer. Our poor little Pentium, so we had to figure out some way to clear up space without just deleting everything, and that was the best way to do it. We thought. So we thought. Skulla. I wonder if we still have that. I think I might even have that drive sitting around somewhere. Could you imagine to just plug it in after decades of not being used and it just suddenly starts working again? I don't even know if there was anything interesting on there. It was probably just mostly like I had a lot of ROMs on there. But yeah, I think that might have been the one that had the Spark Q, however that's pronounced. Actually, I should just do. Well, I'll just go there now. Never been more disappointed to see Creaking Skull. Yeah, that might have been it, actually. Because it's not like we were, you know, manhandling it either. Like, we were treating it very carefully. We kept it in the carrying cases, like the little things when we weren't using them. But, not good. Not good at all. Here's my hot recommendation. Don't buy Spark drives in 2025. It is kind of wild that right in front of me I have a USB drive that I think it's like 256 gigs, and that is like a 16th of the size of that piece of crap. And I've been using that since my Wii U days and no problems whatsoever. She bought it to store the Xenoblade installed data, because the Wii U didn't really have enough memory for that, I think, by default. My Xenoblade X installs. Help speed up loading. Alright, I don't have the dive kick. Ah. Or yeah, like the SD cards now, how tiny they are. I remember getting a Game Boy cartridge and thinking, wow, these are tiny. These are never getting smaller, and then we got DS. I know Switch cartridges are... I think Switch cartridges might be slightly larger than DS cards. But yeah, then we got microSD. Problem is now a lot of devices are moving away from that kind of stuff. It's just like most phones don't have microSD slots anymore. Where are you? Oh, Golem, I need that. I need that, and also that is just a good soul to have. Yeah, I definitely, like... I miss headphones. Like, I understand why people are moving away from it, because generally people have moved on to wireless stuff, but I do like having the option of still having a jack. I don't want the ancient belt. What am I using right now? Rare ring. It's fine. I don't need it. Yeah, no, I got what you meant. Apparently a lot of people actually, like, people are moving back to, like, having physical media. Like, it's becoming trendy again to have, like, CDs and stuff. The old ways were best. Which I should be getting the devil ready to go here. I'm probably gonna save it for phase 2, because this is a little easier with Levitain now. What if I had 2 sides, Soma? What then? He talks like Skeletor, because all skeletons talk like Skeletor. Never really got into record collecting. Like, I see the appeal of it, but... Ooh, actually, Wooden Golem is a kind of a nice soul, too. It is a nice experience, though, like, having the record and having to, like, put it on and actually line it up. Flip it over when you're done. Requires more active listening, which I think is something that's getting harder, like, just active consumption of things. A lot of it is passive. You'll have, you know, you'll be doing one thing, you'll be playing one game, then having, like, a podcast or something, or watching a stream on the other monitor. Hello to everybody who's doing that right now, by the way. Like, it's getting rarer and rarer to have people just actively consume a thing and only that thing. Yeah, that too. You can't really just, like, skip to the next track if you don't like the current one. Like, you have to physically move the needle, which most people are not gonna bother. Yeah, exactly. You're listening on your phone at the office. It's a lot of multitasking, which I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, but I feel like a lot of people are kind of replacing entirely how they experience stuff with that. It's like, imagine... I can't imagine sitting down to watch a movie, like, on TV with other people and not having somebody pull out their phone at some point. To either look up some, like, fact from the movie, or just look something else up, or answer something else. It's weird. Wait, why am I keep forgetting I have Hippogriff. I got the Hippo. Give me a box of records. New DJ sets, go back in there. I wouldn't go so far as to say it's creating a generation of ADHD, but... True, Dexter. I mean, you could just play them off your iPod, can't you? And again, I'm not saying it's a bad thing to have the option of having something else available to you, but I do feel like a lot more people are experiencing stuff within the context of having other things running as well, so it's a lot harder to take everything in. I did do the... Yeah, I did the back half. And, like, I'm guilty of this myself, don't get me wrong. I'll usually have something else open in the other monitor. Not by, like, necessity, but just by having, like, convenience. Well, I think having music on in the background is different when you're doing chores, because it's not like you are, you know... Most people don't do chores for the experience of it, they do it because they need to be done. It's not like you are taking in the vacuuming and fully thinking about what it means to be a vacuuming person at this point in time. It's just that it is something to kind of give you something to listen to other than, you know, your vacuum going. Because, like, I'm in a weird state where I got to kind of experience both sides of it. From, like, as a kid, we didn't really have the option for multitasking and stuff, you know. If a movie was not interesting, then your only real option was to stop watching the movie. Rather than go on your phone until an interesting part happens again. Oh no, ADHD absolutely existed already, it's just they didn't diagnose it. It's like, oh, you don't have ADHD, you're just lazy. Actually, no, that's leather armor. Stinky basic katana. I do feel like we have almost too much choice. Just like in terms of, at any given point in time, there are like a billion things you could do. So, like, everything is fighting for your attention, everything is constantly dinging and putting notifications at you. They're putting ads on smart TVs now because, of course, that wasn't enough to just have them on TV. Everything is trying to get you to stay on its service, to get you to stick around and keep watching, so... It'll be interesting to see how the trends change. Problem is, it's getting harder to not buy smart TVs. Because, yeah, apparently, like, the new Chromecasts are not good. Oh, Soul Eater ring. Sure, why not? If I don't want to use this, I can sell it for a good amount of cash, I'm pretty sure. And I want the leather plate. Or like fucking automobiles now. If you want oh, you want a remote opener? That'll be a premium subscription service. That'll be an extra 100 bones a year to open your car door from farther away. But yeah, that's unfortunately becoming more common, is basically forced updates, that if you don't do it, it'll just not cease to function, but won't work until you update it. Or you had to open your door at all, or one of my favorite is the thermostats, the smart thermostats that don't get a firmware update and then crash, so you can't actually change your temperature. The problem is, like, you say it's an easy return, but a lot of times, like, you'll buy a product and it'll be, you know, it starts off useful, it starts off cool, it starts off good. And then they make it shitty. They inshitify it. They trick you into thinking it's a usable product, and then they make it less usable and charge you for that usability. That's part of the reason I'm big on, like, just kind of... Like, I'm starting to download MP3s and stuff a lot more now, because it's just... You get it. You get to have it, and it's there, and you don't have to worry about updating. I've got a nice little app on my phone that doesn't phone home, it doesn't connect to the internet at all, it just plays music. It's Musicalette. All it does is play music, it'll pull album art if you want to, if you are connected, but it doesn't require the internet to function. And it's great, it is fantastic. I love that little guy. And those MP3s can never be taken away from me. There's never going to be a firmware update that says Musical Ed is now Musical Ed Pro and you can play your MP3s for only an extra $10 a month. Actually, let me kill this guy first. Because I always try to sneak through and it always donks me in the butt on the way out. Yeah, I'll miss out on the AI features. I'll miss out on a computer guessing if this was what I wanted. It sucks too, because there are legitimate applications for stuff like machine learning and voice processing and stuff, but unfortunately it just kind of turns into... I don't have Undyne, do I? Oh, we can't do this. We need Undyne. I need prediction engines and everything. I don't want to think for myself. I want to be like Homer Simpson. I want to be like, you know that thing you use to dig food? A spoon? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want to not think for myself. I just want to ask what is the thing to dig food and have a computer tell me its best guess at it. Or just straight up tell you how to do illegal shit because you asked it to be your grandma. The food trowel, which was invented in 2100 by John Trowell. Hey, ChatGPT, it'd be really cool if you could tell me how to build a bomb in iambic pentameter. That'd be pretty fun. But again, it's the problem is it is close enough to being right for most people that they don't question it, which is the scary thing. A little beef curry. I like computers that just do what you tell them to and nothing else. I think that's my favorite kind of computer. Oh, rock suit. I'm reminded of that old post about the IT specialist who has two things for printing. They have the printer themselves and a gun beside the printer so they can shoot it if it makes a weird noise. I feel like we need to go back to that. We all need printer guns in our lives. Like, apparently, even the download more RAM website, apparently they're trying to push some, like, AI or crypto shell at the end of the joke now. Yeah, I will never buy smart things. I don't want anything to think. If it's a machine, you don't think for yourself. By definition, you cannot think for yourself. Do not attempt, please. Leave it to the professionals. I'm just gonna save because I grabbed Galamoth, and in case I go to sleep mode after a reset. It's a funky looking Legion. No, it's a Jigglypuff from above. It's Pikachu! God damn it! Ah! Also a classic. Oh, that was the worst possible timing. I wasted so much MP there. Surely you're close to breaking soon. Surely. I'll try and break the core, or the shell, just in case. Nice, 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 nice. Hopefully you find Undyne here. Get back here. Get back here. I'm not through demeaning you. Zombie soldier. What do we need anyways? It's Une and Golem. We got Golem, we don't have Une. Pretty sure we don't have Une. No. Hoping it's back here. Zombie soldier doesn't do anything for us, so that's whatever. Undyne, we need Undyne for sure because it's behind the waterfall, so we can't actually cross that until we get it. Unless I want to guess, which I don't want to guess. Meat. Gonna slap on wooden golem so I get some MP regen. Crossing the 1 hour mark, still no Black Panther. These seeds are a little rude today. No wonder I don't stream this. Yeah, one of the books is on the waterfall, so I have to get behind it. I got something else. I got, like, some kind of piece of equipment. I don't know what it was, though. It showed up for, like, a second. I know what it was. Skeleton Knight. We're already good for the yellow soul. We just need the red and blue ones. Well, we need to know what the blue soul is. We still have to do arena, we still have top floor, so there's still a good amount of checks to do. Also, there's a Galamoth room, I gotta do that. At some point. Alright, Ripper, come on now. Alright, you can't just slide off small hops like that, it has to be continuous platform. Alright, arena time. Gear-wise, we're pretty good. The levitating, I could bring that to endgame, no problem. Soul-wise, we are a little behind. What would I need to farm if I wanted the red soul? Farm a mimic, ugh. Should have farmed it back there in the Forbidden Zone then, but mimic, I don't think the soul is super common. That would be quite the slog. I do have the Soul Eater ring at the very least, but still wouldn't be super fast. Eh. Black Panther. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I am curious how the Black Panther soul is weighted, if it gets weighted at all in this randomizer. So I feel like the last few times I played it, it's come up in a reasonable amount of time, like before the 1 hour mark. Now it's just being super rude. Problem is now we're at the point where, even if I did find Black Panther, it wouldn't save me like a ton of time, because I have most of the castle figured out already. You could be Une. Hey, there we go. Okay, cool. Both times I've gotten sucked in the hot tub. Your blood. I do like how this hallway kind of just recoups all the MP cost by having all the hearts drop there. Quite nice. We don't have Giant Bat, do we? Oh, no, we do. I'm gonna say, I wonder if we're gonna have to skip the... if we're gonna actually do the DDR room, but we're fine. Because, like, until we get Undyne, we're kind of hard-locked here. Not making the same mistake this time. Oh my god, this is so much faster, holy shit. Yeah, no, I didn't just use Devil last time. It was a stubborn ox. Alright, melon, I'll take it. Nothing tastier than torture room melon. They say it's the best kind. This room I probably want Giant Bat for. Which to levitate as well, because I need big singular hits. Thankfully the Aranists don't really do damage unless they're actually thrusting. Like if they just kind of touch you straight on, it doesn't do much damage. I don't even know why I'm picking up samurai armor. This isn't Reprise. Aria Reprise is the roguelike mod of this game that makes the samurai armor really nice because it lets every weapon be jump cancelable. Why am I going down this way? It's just also on the weaker side, so you can't, like, use it for taking hits, like you need to be real careful. But I gotta say, jump canceling Final Sword is pretty fun. Final Sword or Excalibur. Alright. So we're just gonna skip this entire thing. You don't gotta do it. Because you could just do this. That wall is not solid. Nah. Trident. It's like we're fighting below her. Until I get Undyne, I cannot finish the game. I mean, did I say Belor? I meant Giant Bat. We're fighting Giant Bat. Haha, I tricked you. We're actually fighting Belor. Alright. Devil just barely does not reach. I have to say this is like such a clever use of like less being more for the boss. Like it's just a couple of sprites. But it uses the space really well to give the illusion that Belor is just huge and you're only seeing a little bit of him. He's in a different room entirely. He's just that big that he can get at you. Mandragora. No, this is not Undyne. Arena was kind of a bust. No. No. Okay, we gotta do... There's still the Galamoth room, I want to check that. Because there's a couple checks there that are relatively quick. And then, I think it's just top floor. Because we have the other two souls we need now, we just need to know A, what the blue soul is, and B, whether or not we have it. But until we get Undyne, we can't even check. Let me actually stop off at Hammer first, because I might sell the Soul Eater ring. I don't remember that sells for a lot. I know you have to pay 300,000 for it, but it might be one of those weird cases where once you buy it, it doesn't sell for anything. We'll see. Because I'm not using it. The Soul Eater ring is kind of whatever in a rando context. Oh yeah, I have the Tall Hammer as well, I forgot. Soul Eater ring? There you are. 150k. That'll do. Just load up all my healing stuff now. Per Simon's. Cowpoke, we have one already, so I don't need one of those. Dinesliff is not great. Probably just buy the Demon's Mail, I think. And slap on, I don't know, the Tear of Blood, maybe. Just slap on Tear of Blood. Kinda stinky that I don't get to buy, like, the Clave Salish or something, but it is what it is. Galamoth room. Oh, I never got the teleporter there, did I? No, I have to take the long way around. I feel like every time I skip that teleporter room, that's when it bites me in the ass. Alright, Devil, I need you. Unfortunately, you are my fastest way to travel. Really don't have Undyne? They don't have Undyne. I'm just waiting for this seed to give me the ultimate middle finger of me Black Panther, the final check before Chaos. So I've had it happen before. I've had Chaos Dimension have the Black Panther. Huh? Tsuchinoko. There's Undyne. Okay, good, good, good. We might be in go mode. Oh, please tell me I took the teleporter down there. Fuck, I skipped that one too. Fuck. It's a black day for baseball. Would it be faster to go there or just go this way around instead? No, just go this way. Getting really familiar with how to use Devil to go fast, at the very least. It's funny, it's been Devil both times, too. Because there's 3 transformation souls in this game. They all do functionally the same purpose, they just look different. I don't even think damage-wise they're different at all. I think it's just basically a skin. Skin. Problem is I'm gonna have to go for the arena because I did not take the teleporter in the reservoir. And when you don't do that, this is the closest teleport to where I need to go. Actually, the study might be a little closer because I did open the shortcut there. No, I didn't because I didn't actually go in this forbidden area. Never mind. This is the fastest way. That sucks. That sucks. It's really, really grumpy that I didn't stream this, apparently. Wonder if there's an option for this randomizer to start you with Black Panther. I might start using that. Because it does feel kind of silly that most of my runs kind of depend on whether or not you get an early Black Panther. Like, yeah, it's cool to get it. But then also, like, a lot of times it's just... the seed is going to be a lot longer through no real fault of your own because you just did not get it in a reasonably early place. Alright. Literally all I had to do was walk in this door, too. It's not even that I have to take the teleporter. I need a little bit of juice to get through here. Alright, $1,000,000 question. Are we gonna have the soul that we need, though? Because getting the book is great, but... Allura Une. Do we have that? We do. Okay, we're good. We're good. So we have Une, we have Allura Une, and we have Golem. Okay. We're in go mode. We're actually pretty well geared up. We got the Demon Mail, we got Levitain, plenty of healing items. We don't have to stop by Hammer either. Let's go straight to top floor and finish it off. This is where I would use my Black Panther to get there faster if I had one. gonna slurp up all these hearts because I really want the ability to devil up. I like this purple glow, purple-pink glow. Looks neat. Oh boy, a Skulla. Now I can go underwater. I will not be farming final guards. Poison Fist. I don't remember if these are the ones that curse you or if it's poison. I think these are the poison. I think Kainazo is the one that does the claw to poison. These are curse. Alright. Get out of the way, Bale. At this point, we're so far in, I'm just gonna check these to see what they are, because I'm real curious. Oh, Rune Ring. Actually, that is not bad at all. Between that and Wooden Golem, we get some really nice MP regen now. Red Crow. Milken Sword. And there's one more check in the right tower. It'd be funny if it was just vanilla Black Panther. Because normally in vanilla, you get the Black Panther after you beat Graham, like get the true ending path. Super! Just gonna save and go, we'll hit the ball on the way back. I don't think this generates spoiler logs, but I'm kind of curious where, if at all, the Black Panther generated. If we don't find it on this run. Alright, meatball mode, it'll get a couple ticks off. Alright. We need the two Unes. And should just be regular style Golem. Let me confirm one more time. Une, Allure, Une, Golem. Alright. I gotta fight this guy actual style. It's really not difficult. It's quite an easy fight, actually. Oh wait, there? Oh, I had the rare ring, not the rune ring. I was using the wrong thing the whole time. Need some MP get back before I start doubling it up. Probably got a third tick there. Okay, alright. Like the purple blood. Vanilla Black Panther? Oh my god, it was Vanilla Black Panther, holy shit. I think Balmung, was Balmung vanilla there too? Do you normally get a Balmung there? So this is why, in case you have somehow never seen me stream this game before, this is what I was hoping for this whole time. Because in a randomizer context, it is by far the best seed in the game, or the best soul in the game, because you just go super fast. The The problem is, based on the seed you generate, sometimes this either comes very late or not at all. If you don't do like 100% check, but if you do have it, oh boy, can you get some fast times. Problem is now this is basically getting it at its vanilla location, which is it's meant to be a post-game upgrade normally. So like it helps you traverse the castle and get to all the stuff you missed faster, which is fine, but in randomizer context, it really sucks to not have it because you know where everything is already. You don't need help finding stuff, it's just a matter of getting there. The nice thing is that unlike the dive kick and backdash cancel jumping, it does not require a ton of manual input. You just kind of hold down R. So it's very good for that. Alright, Julius. Julius. Shall get a couple pops of devil on him. No photon positron rifle cheese this time, though. I do love the detail of, since he is not actually like a monster, he doesn't hurt you on contact, it's only when he has the whip out. Alright, switch back to Black Panther for a bit. Alright, I could be using Calbolg here. I think it's more damage. The Fire Elemental doesn't really help me here. I think it does have a slightly bigger hitbox, though. Levitate as opposed to Calbolg, but... He'll be zapping you. Had to. Oh right, this is in the save room. Alright, let me slap on Levitate again. We have the Rune Ring this time. Thankfully this will go a little bit faster. With Demon Mail we can afford to tank a few hits. Nah, it's just I think that's Onikiri. Because I think Kunitsuna and Yasutsuna have like a little aura around them. I think that the one that is... It's got like a sheen, but it's not really like super colorful. I think that's the Onikiri, which is the really big katana. Which is a really nice weapon to get early on. It just falls off in damage later in the game. Ginormous hitbox, though. Kills pretty much everything super early. Couple hits. Like, look how many encounters I get to skip just because I have the ability to go fast. Like, run through before everything spawns. That's great that somebody put in the time to make those spawn, but that's not for me. What are you? Gorgon. We can just zip over these guys. Before the Alistairs can even spawn in, you just go through. It's great. We love Black Panther on this channel. Okay, definitely don't need Skull. I'll probably just keep Wooden Golem, honestly, because we'll probably be leaning on Devil to do damage to the core. That will probably be the play. They're really good. You can actually misdirect the targeting reticle so it doesn't drain all your MP, but I find it's better to just focus on slapping the statues rather than trying to avoid the MP drain. I'm sure speedrunners can do it in their sleep, but I have not played this in a while. Ah! I think I threw off the order by hitting that one first. I slam down some healing first, actually. Tasty meat. Okay. Actually, this might be slightly better if I were to use the Vijaya. Because this hits a couple times. Yeah, I think it might be better, actually. Ah, orb. Ah, more orbs. Okay, I might as well just spend some of my MP here, because I got it. Now, the nice thing with Devil is that it is invincibility, so... as long as you're holding it down, nothing can hurt you. Great, great! I try not to jump when I get primed with one of the orbs, because it's really easy to get launched into another one if you jump. Because they don't respect your iframes, it doesn't care if you've gotten hit already, it'll juggle the shit out of you. And very possibly into more orbs, which is bad. Have any mind-ups? I got a couple, actually. Probably just finish off with this, then. I'm gonna kill the last eye. It takes too long. Oh, come on! There we go. 1:30:02. Very slightly faster by virtue of getting Black Panther at all. Even if it's just the last, like, 5 minutes of the game. Ugh. Rude seeds today. I wonder if Black Panther was in the big foyer room in the first seed. I completely skipped that. Yeah, the hee-hee-hoo-hoo seed. I do hope they eventually do add this to Archipelago, though. Because that would absolutely crush the shit out of this game. I'd play it anytime Archipelago is going on. I think right now they have Circle the Moon working with it, and maybe Harmony, but not Aria yet. Oh, rough seas today. It's fine, though. Needed a good excuse to kind of full clear anyways. But yeah, that'll do it for me. I'm all randoed out. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Enjoying some rando. Enjoy some Skittles with me. It's Thursday, I should be back to, FF12 or MGS5, assuming nothing else goofy happens. But yeah, have a good one, folks. I will see you then. Actually, gotta get going, because I got some stuff to do in a little bit. Have a good one, gamers.